everyone, welcome back to another video from the wonderful Marion County Speedway. We're back for my third Legends race of the year, hot off of a third place finish. So hopefully I'm going to be able to continue this streak of continuously improving and finish higher than that. We got the car over there, as well as Colby and Carson are over there as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun day, and we got the GoPro and everything. Unfortunately, we could not get the GoPro mount because of Amazon's shipment issues and whatnot. We could not get the helmet mount, so that will not be a thing until the next race. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip directly to practice, and I will see you guys after that.
Alright, so here we are getting ready for practice and rolling out for practice. As you can see, it is a very, very muddy track. As we come here to take the green flag, not a lot of traction coming off the line. And I'm just sort of trying to take it easy, just really get used to the track, because when there's a lot of mud on it, it's very slippery, and typically, you don't want to junk your car in practice. That's not really a good thing to do. So as we're coming up here on the number 5 car, it was being held up by, I think that's the 9 car ahead of us. I'm going to try to find ways around him. I almost get myself up near towards the wall there before going a bit wide, right to the top of the cushion, and then after that the caution comes out. I'm not really for sure what exactly it comes out for, but after the caution period is finished, I get back to the throttle again, we go back green again, and I sort of let the 5 go because, I'm not really trying to race anyone. But on the exit of turn 2, I get a run on him on the inside, and I think he sort of lets me go too, especially with the track conditions, and I'm free to sort of run off with the position that I have and get a feel for the track at a higher speed. But that will about do it for practice, as up here, the 32 car loses control and hits the tire barriers. So a very, very odd miscalculation, but that will bring the end to practice as I pull back here into the pit lane. I think that is the 3/4 mods are getting ready to go out, and I pull back into my pit stall.
So that is practice finished, and it was a very strong practice. I felt very fast. The track feels very slick. That's one of the things that's important, is that it feels very slick. So it feels like the rain has not entirely settled into the dirt surface yet. So we'll see where we're starting. I know I'm starting ahead of Colby, but we'll see where we're starting in the heat race. And then the field seems to be really uncompetitive. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we should be on for a really good result here today. It'll just be me and Colby battling. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the race, in the heat race rather. I'll see you guys in the heat race.
Ready to get going for the heat race as we roll out of the pits. A lot more cars have been on the track. You can see the track is a lot more grayed up, a lot more rubber has been put down, and I'm going to be starting 5th for this race, with Colby starting to my outside. As we come here to the green flag, we immediately get things going. There's dirt being thrown up in my face, and Colby immediately goes to the outside. That's his favorite move, and it pays off incredibly well for him as he manages to get around the 32, as I do as well, and uses the momentum to get around the 5 car, as I am trying to do right here. So I'm trying to follow his line really, because evidently it's working for him, but then switching it up, trying to go where the 5 car isn't. I almost get into the back of him there before accelerating off corner exit, heading into turns 3 and 4. The 14 gets very, very loose off the exit of the corner, almost loses it, And that almost puts 5 car and him too wide, which allows me to sort of sneak under the 5 car here, try and sneak under. And I get the inside line. He's still trying to hold the outside, but I do manage to get past him. Just about here. Yeah. No, he's still fighting me into turns 1 and 2, but on the exit of turn 2, I get way loose, which allows him to get yet another run. And I can see the position a bit. Looking to get another opportunity to pass him. So as we come into turns 1 and 2, he goes way wide, which is what allows me to get through, and I just hammer it on the throttle here. And once I'm sure, I move up to the outside lane and begin to hunt down the top 3. Or at least try and hunt down. You can see them battling, and right here, the 14, I think he cuts a tire or something else goes wrong with his car, because he pulls off there to the side and basically lets me through, as the 9 car and Colby are still battling. And right about here, we take the checkered flag. The 32 is spun on the exit of turn 1 towards the entry to pit road, and that will be the end to the heat race. So moving up from 5th to 3rd, it's not that bad of a race as we come here past the spun out 32 car. He's been having a rough weekend, actually, rough day at the track. And I pull into my pits yet again.
Alright, so that is the heat race finished, and I went from 6th to 3rd in the span of however many laps that was, so that was pretty cool. One thing you might have noticed is the camera was bouncing around a lot, which made me very, very nervous during the race that it was going to fall off and get run over. Thankfully it didn't, and now we've got some zip ties on there. I think we've got a real shot to win it tonight. We've got a fast car, and I was gaining on the leaders after I passed the 5 car. So now that I'm ahead of him, and now that I can accelerate off the line better, hopefully I'm there with a shot to win this race. And if all else fails, I just want to try and get a 3rd place finish. So yeah, it was really muddy out there on track. Like, you'll see, like, there's so much dirt and gunk all over the car, and some of it got on the camera. I hope none of it appeared on the video, but there was some on the lens too. Yeah, just a chaotic but fun race. And yeah, now onto the feature race.
And on to the feature race we shall go, as we are starting in, I think, 4th place out of all the cars as we come here. No, 3rd place. We're starting in 3rd place. And immediately off the line, Colby gets the bump. Colby gets the jump with a bump from me. And I immediately settle into 3rd. And the track is a lot looser. It's a lot less wet, so which means it's a faster track too. It can be a bit more comfortable because the tires will bite in more, but you can also slide more, if that makes sense. I hope I'm doing a good job analyzing this. I'm very new to dirt again. Then right here, I'm going to show you, slowed down. There is a huge divot at the exit of turn 2, which is going to be a huge thing for the whole race. Because as you can see, I'm right on the back of Seth Williams here in the 9 car. But I'm not really able to get a run that many times off the exit of turn 2 because of that huge divot. And he's sort of blocking the high lane. So there's not a lot of room for me to run as he gets into the wall there. And I try to make a move to the inside, but he shuts the door very suddenly. And so this is basically my whole race. Colby has gone off into the distance now, and it's just me battling for 2nd place, which is still really good for my 3rd Legends race. And I do get a run on the inside, hit the brakes, and for some reason the car snaps way loose, and I have to gather it back up again, and that causes me to lose a bunch of ground on Seth there. So I have to reset now, and and try and figure out a way to get closer to him again. As we head through turns 3 and 4 here, I am managing to gain on him, which shows that I think I was the faster car. I think I am the faster car at the moment. Me catching up, and then right here we get to lap traffic, and basically this could decide my entire race with how I deal with lap traffic, how he and I deal with lap traffic. So he goes to the outside, but then basically gets boxed in by the 9 car. Sorry, the 5 car on the outside, and then I use that as an opportunity to probably very inconveniently but safely pass the 32 car on the inside there coming from the outside. Then right here is where it gets interesting, because Seth accelerates up, lunges it into the corner, and body slams the 14 car out of the way, which is really what allows me to get closer to him and start making gains. So, and that also opened the door for me to get me out of the way for those lapped cars as well. And he goes very wide through turns 1 and 2 here, and I'm able to get a run on the inside of him, and I lunge it into the next corner and then hit him very slightly. And I'll let you guys be the judge of this in the comments with who was at fault, but I took the bumper off, that's for sure, which leads to a NASCAR style debris caution. But it was a bit more of a reasonable debris caution. I wouldn't say it was a completely NASCAR style debris caution. But anyways, that brings us under caution. And then here, we're getting ready for the restart, and then Seth throws me off very much by nearly jumping the start with Colby there. And that throws me way off. Colby goes very, very deep into the corner, way up into the cushion, which brings Seth into the fight now. And so I'm thinking that, like, maybe I could try and pass both of them, but Colby managed to distance himself quite a bit as we now come here to 1 lap to go. And I know that I need to do something extraordinary if I want to get this 2nd place. So coming off turn 2, I throw everything into the entry of turn 3, manage to make it stick to the outside, get loads of grip on the outside, throttle it up as much as I can, and just barely lose out on 3rd place. It was incredibly close. And then I immediately lose any aura that I once had by spinning out off the exit. I mean, at least I didn't spin during the race though. And then finally, I pull up to the victory interviews, which is something that I have not done before. So this is a very cool experience.
Well, I mean, this is my first time standing here as a podium finisher on track. I finished 3rd last race, but because the dude in front of me got disqualified. First of all, I want to thank God, most importantly, for putting me in the position to be able to do this, for putting all the people in my life, Lester, Chris, my dad, all those people that are there for supporting me. The race was super fun. I was trying to get 2nd place really bad, but didn't work out. You were fast. You were fast.
We're 2, bro. We're 2. Trust me.
So yeah, but I hope that'll be there in times in the future. So yeah, that's all I really got to say. Thank you. Good job, man. Thank you.
No. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good stuff, dude.
Hey, quick update from me, 23-ish hours later. As you can see, I'm not at the racetrack, I'm in my own home. And that is because I forgot to record a feature race summary. It was like 11 p.m. when we wrapped up. But, yeah, we finished 3rd again. almost second. But yeah, I mean, just very close. We're still improving with every race, and I have a 3-race third place finishing streak, so I guess that's nice. But hopefully in the next race we can push for more. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Alyssa Liu, please hit me up. I finished 3rd in my Legends car race today. I'm very successful. You should totally DM me.